Okie dokie, at the auction. Let's see what the car looks like. Here she is. Oh yeah. The Sabre. Looking good. A little crunchy, just like me. Hey, look at the inside. Cleaner than a Skeeter's Peter, baby. Headliner is sagging though. Let's see if this baby starts up. Good news is, airbags didn't deploy. So, that's always nice because I hate trying to replace those. It's a real pain in the ass. Got a dash pad cover. Super nice. I don't know what an Accurite is, but let's see if this thing starts. It does start. No check engine light. Heck yeah. Let's check these windows. All right. That one works. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. What do we have here, folks? I think we got a winner. And only 157,000 miles. Trying to see if the AC works. It's not looking too good right now. But hey, we're gonna need to fix some things on this. It is what it is. Oh yeah. Floor mats. Damn. It's even got new tires. Killing it. Okay, so I couldn't get the hood open. As you can see, it was pretty crunched. It was like wedged underneath the fender. So couldn't check the fluids, but it didn't look like anything was leaking. I got it running. I let it run for about, I don't know, close to 10 minutes, and it never overheated. So it doesn't look like it was losing any fluids. I could not get the heat to work. I could not get the air conditioner to work. That being said, the controls were a little weird, so maybe I wasn't doing that part right. But regardless, I can fix that, no problem. So I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on this. It's looking like a really good candidate. So I think this is the way I'm gonna go. Plus, didn't even tell you the best part. $375 for this vehicle. I mean, obviously I gotta pay some fees for the auction, but 375 bucks. So sounds like it's gonna be the winner. So some good news. We got it home in the garage, and I went ahead and just put it up on the ramps just to be safe, because once I get the body panels off, I think it'll just make it easier to do a lot of the work. And if I start disconnecting stuff once I have it off and forget about it, I don't have to put it on jack stands and whatnot. So got it up. Bad news is when they were loading it, I don't know if they hit a coolant line or cracked the radiator or what, but it started leaking coolant. So not awesome. It wasn't like spewing coolant or anything, but it was dripping coolant at a decent amount. Second of all, when I got it in here and was trying to load it on the ramps, under acceleration on the ramps, it was dying. So fuel problem, which again, expected. This thing was $375. You know, I had to pay some fees and things like that. I think after everything, it was 700 bucks. But I'll do a walk around again here in a second, but got it home. No problems there. This is the first time I towed with the Colorado, at least something this big, not just a utility trailer. Did an amazing job, but we got it here. Both the headlights still work. Did you see that in the video? So I'm talking about. La Sabre's killing it. I need a name for this vehicle. Help me out in the comments. Somebody come up with a really cool name for it. Exactly how I planned it. Yeah, baby. I'm going to do things to you. Real nice things. Also, when I was cleaning out my toolbox, look what I found. My old iPod Shuffle. You know how freaking awesome this is? Coolio. Just pretty excited. I got both the fenders off, the hood off, the bumper off. I am going to work on taking off some more of the front end up here, and I need to go to I'm going to try to go to the salvage yard today. So I noticed that I put it on the ramps. I didn't want to put it on jack stands. As you can see, I did end up putting it on jack stands. It was just easier to get the bumper off. Made it much easier. So it's on jack stands. Got both fenders off, the bumper off. I have a pretty cool part that I bet most of your cars don't have, a wireless motor mount, custom. So I got my list here of things that gonna have to do here. For here, gonna have to attach it to a tree and give it an old yank or do the old come along trick. Not real sure what I'm gonna do there yet, but you know, just coming along. How'd I know that was gonna happen? Okie dokie. I have taken more off the front end here. I've got the radiator out. I've got the air box off. I've got the front beam, bumper beam off, the top bumper beam off, the radiator brace off, hoses. I mean, just about everything off the front end that you can. After I've got everything off there, I have noticed that I've got a decent leak, oil leak. I mean, probably not anything major, but over the years it has accumulated pretty good. It looks like it's coming from the lower intake manifold, so I am going to take that off and replace the gasket. And I'm just going to go ahead and replace the whole intake. I found one online pretty cheap. Going to take off the valve covers and replace the gaskets there as well, because why not while I'm already in there. Replace the spark plugs while I have everything else off. I think it'll make it a little easier to get to everything in the backside while I'm doing that. So gonna probably wait till I get those parts in. I don't want to tear all that off and just leave the engine open to the world. I do have that stuff ordered, so it should be here the next couple days, hopefully. I did not get to the salvage yard yesterday. It was not open today, but I'm hoping to get by there tomorrow. I may be buying another truck from auction tomorrow as well. I got a good deal on a Ford Ranger, I think. I don't think I'll be doing anything to it. I think I might just buy it and flip it, use the money from that to put into this if I can. So see if I can get anything else done, kind of follow along here tonight. All right, so one of my conundrums here is that motor mount that's broken goes right here. And this is the bracket. Now, I currently have the bracket loose because I had to take it off to get that piece off that I just took out. But this is it tight, and that's where the motor mount goes. And look how far off that's off. Now, I know I need to straighten this out. And it's down. It's lower by about 3 inches than that side. So my thing is when I straighten this side out, and I guess when I bring this up, is that going to slide over? Because it's not pushed back. Nothing is bent backwards on any of the frame. The frame is all good. This is the only spot that's even slightly bent on that part of the frame. None of this has any bend in it. This is the only part that has, some bend to it. It's right here. But none of the frame rail does. So I guess I'm just going to pull this, hook this up, pull this, get this straight, pull this, try to lift it up, and then hope that this lines up more. And if it doesn't, then what do I do? What do I do? Because it's not like I can just drill a new hole for the motor mount. So I am a little lost there. Any advice I would appreciate on that one, because I am a little at a loss there. Anybody who does any body work knowledge, if you could either hit me up in the comments or DM me, I would really appreciate it. I have zero, minus changing out panels. I have no knowledge on changing out or straightening out stuff like this. So besides attaching something to a tree and yanking it, or putting a come along on it and attaching to a tree and straightening it, I don't know what I'm doing. So any help? Thanks, guys. I got my tablet here because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm going to take the manifold off today. And I've got a new manifold. I've got new manifold gasket. I've got a new lower manifold gasket. I've got new valve gaskets. I've got new coils. I'm going to replace everything. Probably not in this video. I'm going to at least try to get the manifold off today. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm going to watch the video while I do it and tear this bitch apart. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, folks. Hopefully I don't ruin this thing. But I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So maybe I do, maybe I don't. I think I found out why it was running like shit. Look at that. Good thing I bought new coils. All the other ones look pretty good. One looks a little corroded, but... Also, remember how I said I was poor and I don't buy any name brand toys? Or any tools? This is my TikTok shop electric ratchet. Sean! Oh, it's great. I've never had any problems with it. I don't even remember. I think it was like $20. It's, I came with 2 batteries. They last quite a bit of time. Again, 0 problems. I broke my first thing, but in the video I was watching, there was a hose connected to this, and he disconnected a hose. In mine, it's plugged. So I don't think I need to buy a new one. I think I can just plug this up with some JB Weld and just live with it. What are your thoughts? It's nasty, but it's not horrible. I don't know, I need to replace the whole thing, but oh well, I already bought it, so. A little crusty, but not the worst thing I've seen. Still got the trusty video rocking on the second video. Got the first one done. Item number 2, broken coolant sensor. Trying to break off this lower intake. So yeah, things are going about right. Breaking shit. Alright, let's see if I got this bitch off.
Out of there?
Should want to slam it on my ass. There we go. There we go. Actually, not as bad as a lot of the videos I saw. So that's good. So in a lot of videos I saw, these were completely clogged up, and I mean, while mine are definitely dirty and I can clean them out, it's not near that bad. Oh look, a leaf in the engine. Get that out. So I'm going to cover the engine up and call it a day. Shout out ETRQ. You guys are helping me out here a lot. Appreciate you. I cheated and took this off yesterday, but I didn't record it. Now, I'm going to take the back one off. Probably have to, I think I'm going to take the alternator off before I do that. And I also popped off all the spark plug wires. Yeah. Chinese ratchet in action. Oh yeah, real good. So I had my first real anger moment. It took me twice as long to get one of the last bolts off back here, just one, than it did to take off the entire front one and all of the other bolts everywhere else. All right, alternator's off. This deal is off. Now let's see if I can pull this off. Probably not. I'm sure something else is going to happen. Oh, okay. It looks like it is going to come off. Woo! Hell yeah. Getting that back one off was harder than getting the intake manifold off, the lower intake manifold off, and the front valve cover off. Ridiculous. So I think I'm going to call that a day. Call it a win before I screw anything up. And I broke nothing today. So first day I didn't break anything. Also, while the valve cover's off, I went ahead and pulled the spark plug wires. Made it a million times easier than trying to reach around the valve covers. So I'm replacing the spark plug wires and the spark plugs anyway. So I did go ahead and do that. It was really easy to do with the valve covers off. So.
Got it. I got it.
Oh! Holy shit. All right, I got all of the surfaces cleaned off. Now I'm going to pull the spark plugs, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just throw the new ones in while I'm here. And then I'm going to call it a day. Honestly, overall, this was not a very tough spark plug job. 5 of the 6 were not too bad. That 6th one was a huge pain in the ass, and I really would like to give that engineer a swift kick to the face. But it's all overdone with. Glad to have done it with everything else out. I can't imagine doing it with the valve covers in place, but I didn't have to. So glad that it's done. Look at that. Crusty bungus. Fresh and clean, baby. Let's go. Boom. Got the lower intake cleaned. Looking much better. And now I just need to clean the surfaces on the engine. And then start putting stuff together. And yeah, moving right along. All right. I am going to paint these bad boys. Got the high heat primer and just going to paint them silver. Pretty close to the color they were to start. So already had the stuff. Why not paint them? Plus, like I said, they're still kind of dingy. Still got some stains on them. This paint's probably going to come off in about 5 seconds, but it's going to look real good for about 10 minutes. Also, a little tip, if you heat up your can while you shake it, before you use it, you get a lot better spray. Little tip for you. Just getting started with the high heat primer here. As you can see, just flawless technique. Basically, a professional. Who needs a paint booth when you have a cardboard box on your front porch? This looks to me to be like, I don't know, at least a $60 an hour rate paint job, ready to be hired out anytime. Just flawless technique, in my opinion. Now we're hitting it with the high heat silver, not to be confused with high ho silver. Again, really just flawless technique. Now I've flipped it out of the box, realizing that's much easier. Also, this helps you expose it to the 30 mile per hour winds, which really helps spread the paint more evenly. Give you that really nice outdoorsy look. Look at how clean these look. Look brand new. Factory finished. Ka-chow. All right, it's time for the great reassemble. I think I'm going to start with plug wires and coils. It's been a little bit, I don't remember where anything goes. So hopefully the videos help me out here, because if not, I guess I'm just going to be winging everything. So let's get started. So I did label my plug wires before I pulled them all off. So I actually did do something correct for once. So I do at least know I'll get those in the correct order, I think. So hey, got that going for me. So I just need to compare links. All right. I got all the spark plug wires on. And now let's replace the coolant temp sensor that I broke. Sure, this is way easier to do when it's out. Oh, also, if you drop it, that's pretty easy. Kabooyah booyah. Fresh and clean, fresh and clean. So I went ahead and put on the lower intake gaskets. Gooped up the corners, as Tom Refurb likes to say, gooped, goop, goop, goop. Gooped the corners, got the gasket on. I did forget I had to take off all this junk to take the valve covers off. So I guess I have to put this back on so that I can slide the lower intake onto this tube. Because for whatever reason, the coolant goes through the tensioner, because why not, I guess. So I guess I'm going to put the valve cover gaskets on, and then I'm going to put the tensioner on, and then I need to take the fuel injectors off, because I am going to clean those, because I did buy some stuff to clean them. So my microphone fell off my shirt onto the ground, and so the volume is absolutely atrocious on this video. So I'll just do a voiceover. I got the gaskets for the valve covers and just putting those on here. Completely cleaned these and painted them. If you missed that, I have another video back a ways on here of me completely scrubbing these down and cleaning them with a brush. It took a while. Again, I have it fast forwarded, so the video is probably only like 30 seconds, but it was quite the process. Now, I didn't clean the inside. It's immediately to get dirty again. I did wipe it down, but I did not scrub or do anything crazy like that here. As you can see, I also replaced the bolt or stud gaskets as well. I didn't clean the bolt and studs. I cleaned the threads, but I didn't clean the tops. And again, maybe I should have. I don't know. I didn't get too crazy there. But as you can see, they look pretty darn good. I think they turned out amazing. They're probably only going to stay clean for about 5 seconds. But man, I'm really proud of it. Throwing them in the car now. I think they're going to look really good. I'll bring y'all along for this bullshit ass ride so you can see if I either fail miserably or succeed like a boss. Let me get a better light over here too. I need all the help I can get. Okay. I do have an extractor set, so at least I'm not just going at this
blind, but you know what? It kind of looks loose in there. I wonder if I could just use a pick and get it out.
Oh my god, I might be able to just use a pick and get this out. That little bitty nub that I've drilled out may be my saving grace here, folks.
Oh my god, come on. Come on, baby.
Well, friends, I think that just goes to show you how piece of shit that bolt was, because, I mean, I literally just got it out with a pick. I mean, I don't know. I guess there had to have been a crack in it. I don't know if you could see that. But, yeah, it just snapped right off. Now, can I just order one of these? I got to order a whole set. Now, this just puts a kibosh on the rest of my plans today. So, I guess we'll just call it a day. All right, I lied. I threw this on, and I'm going to go ahead. I have the coils, so I'm going to go ahead and change the coils while I'm in here. But dang, look at that. Looks clean. So, probably just go to a junkyard, I guess, and steal one of these out of a car there. I don't really want to buy a whole new set of them. So, yeah, look how clean this thing looks, though. Coming together. All right, new coils, new plugs all hooked up. Looking pretty good. All right, let's start getting everything together for the top of the intake manifold. I need to get the throttle body off and cleaned and switched over, as well as the sensors and all the gaskets and everything onto the new one. Got the throttle body off here. It actually, I mean, yes, it's dirty, but every throttle body is. This one is not horrible, so that's nice, but I'll get it all cleaned up here. I have gotten the new studs put on, got this new valve put in, and I got the EGR put on over here. So everything's coming together pretty good. All right, I got intake on. Got everything hooked up to the throttle body. Got the fuel rail on. Got just about everything back where it needs to go. But it is time for me to go get my son from daycare, so I had to call it a day. But tomorrow, I'll get the alternator back on. I'll get the rest of this stuff hooked up, airbox on, and then I'll give it a start. Just a quick start because I need to get the new radiator hooked up before I do anything too crazy.
And we're back after a few days. I got sick, and with the holidays and everything, it's been a while. But today we are going to put on the thermostat and the alternator on the blue LeSabre. Gold LeSabre still need to pull the frame out a little bit before I can finish up that one. But it's freezing cold today, so I don't want to work outside. So let's get this knocked out, and then all I need to do is put the radiator on, and and change the oil, and that'll be done for this. So yeah, I got to button up a few of the wires and such as well, but getting close. All right, thermostat and gasket are in. Got the thermostat housing all cleaned up. It's ready to go. So now let's get it mounted. All right, thermostat on, hooked up. Alternator put back on, belt is back on. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've got this bracket, that bracket, that bracket. I don't remember where they go. I don't know. I don't feel like they're that important. Everything's on. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to put them on. I'll keep them, and if they become something that I need to put back on, I guess I will. I'm going to hook up the air box, and I've got the radiator in the house. I think I'll do that tomorrow. So, call it a day. Got a lot done. Feeling good about it. Should be able to get this bad boy started before the end of the week.
I got the radiator put in. Now, for the first time, I'm going to start it since I completely redid the engine. New valve covers, new gaskets, new intake manifold, new gaskets over the whole thing. I'm not going to name every gasket. New spark plugs, new wires, new coils. I mean, basically everything on the top end of the engine, all that I have redone. So let's see if it will start. Well, no luck yet. Let's figure it out. Okay, so I'm a big dumb bitch, and after testing all the injectors and all the spark plugs and everything, went over all my wiring, spent almost 2 hours on it, I remembered I pulled the fuel injector fuses when I disconnected everything. So now let's see if it starts. She's alive. I came inside because it was hot out there. Under acceleration, the engine runs really well. At idle, it's sputtering. I'm sure you could see that in the last video. So I sprayed some starter fluid around. There's a crack in the evap purge valve, so I got one on order. I'll get that replaced. Once that's replaced, I will get the steering knuckle and the CV axle and then the tire installed on the front driver's side, pull it out of the garage so that I can start working on all of the wreck damage on the front end. So the curtains on both sides, one side's way worse than the other, and the core support. But that's it for now. Another day at my favorite place. I came to grab a new CV axle for the blue Buick, but I forgot to press record when I was pulling it. But I will show you when I get back to the house the best tool you have to buy for removing CV axles. It's a game changer. I did a horrible job videoing today, so I put everything together already on this, the CV axle, all that. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. This thing is the best. It literally took me 15 seconds to pop a CV axle out on one in the junkyard that was not in the best of conditions. And when I tried to take the other one out, the gold one, I had to yank it out with my truck. So it was just night and day easier. I'm not affiliated. You can look these up on Amazon, CV axle removal tools. I think it was like 20 bucks for them. Highly recommend it. But what I will show you, look at the new wheels I got from the junkyard. These were not on a Buick, but I did find some Buick center caps that pop in there. So looking pretty good. Now it's just time to straighten out that mess right there. All right, here we go. All right, so I threw the fender on the LeSabre to see how the wheels would look. And I think it looks pretty good. Big fan of the wheels. What do you guys think about the tires? Should I keep the tires the same size or change the tire size? Let me know what you think. But today I'm going to finish pulling out the frame. I put the hood on just to see how much further I needed to go. As you can see over here, needs about an inch. And over here, we need quite a bit. So, about to hook up to this tree right there, into the back of the Sequoia, and give her a pull. Just to show you guys the dent I'm working with here. Ooh. There we go. Pulling that out. Kind of hard to tell, but it's right there. And I've got the hood fit. This side is lined up quite a bit better than this side, but I can make a couple more fine-tune adjustments there. But it is officially down. Now I just got to piece the front end together. All right, let's piece together the front of this thing. I'm going to have to take apart the headlight mount. I'm going to have to cut it up to make it fit because it's not just going to fit in there perfect, and then reattach everything. So this should be a fun puzzle to put together. Well, I'm a big old dumbass again, and I went to record a video earlier of me piecing together the front end, and I just took a picture. So I guess you just get to see the finished product. Here you go. Enjoy the one video I did get of me trying to make sure that my hood latch hookup was right. Boom. The hood could fit a little bit better. I'm just going to pretend that's a homemade air ram hood there. And I got to get a headlight from the junkyard. I thought I had one, but I guess not. But look at that. Look at those wheels too, man. Those wheels look good. Got to get some paint ordered so I can get this front painted, but bam. Finally. Okay, I'm a little excited. The mod I have for the Buick in this box is a little controversial already, extremely controversial on cars, but I'm going to do it. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is till it's over, but just get a look of the car now, and let's see if you can spot it once it's done. All right, what we got here is a Titan 2-inch wheel spacer. It's supposed to be made in America. I don't know if that's true or not. These do look better than the ones I bought from China, but we're gonna slap it on here. So if you never put a wheel spacer on, you get it, put it on, you attach, depending on what lug nuts you have, put the lug nuts on, attach it just like you would a tire, make sure the torque's right, then you're just gonna put your tire on. That's about it. There might be some fitment issues afterwards, but we'll adjust that then. I did buy some new chrome lug nuts because those are much better than the original ones that were on there. So
I did have to do some trimming, but I have to say I am a big fan of the wide tire look on this. I think it looks sick.
So we've got the Buick running and driving pretty well. So now it's time to address something that's really been annoying me. The sagging headliner. Now, I've taken many headliners out and replaced them. I just don't really feel like doing it at this moment. So I bought one of these kits here. I used one in the other Buick. It gives the roof kind of a quilted look, I guess you could put it. I don't hate it, and it works for now. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on installing this. Now, these kits are super easy. You have a little button piece right here. You place the wide side up on the roof. Pretend this is the roof. You put it like that. Then you just take a screw, pop it in there, and attach it. They give you a real shitty little screwdriver, which is worthless. They also give you some push pins and a little ruler, soft ruler, to kind of measure it out. So I'm going to start in the middle of the roof, work my way back, and then move over, put my line in, and do the same thing. But measured to the middle, we're right here. I'm going to zip this in. All right, zipped in. You just take your button, pop it on there. Boom. Now I'm going to work my way back, do the whole way back to the back window, and then go from there. Okay, so I got my first row up. They're spaced 6 inches apart. Got the middle all done. So now I'm going to move over and put another line down. All right, I got it all installed. Is it perfect? No. Is it good? No, not really. But does it work? Yes. As you can see, somebody's greasy oil head was already sitting on it, and nobody changed it anyway. And I didn't want that to happen to me. So I got these up in a pretty straight line all the way across. It's going to stay off everybody's head, so it'll at least be not annoying to drive. Thanks for joining me on this custom upgrade on the Buick LeSabre. Here we have my 2005 Buick LeSabre Custom. And here I have my 2003 Buick LeSabre Custom. I got both of these at a salvage auction and rebuilt them in different ways. First up, the 2003 Buick LeSabre Custom was completely wrecked in the front end, as you can see. New wheels, new tires. So much work went into this one, guys. Wheel spacers you may have seen in the last video. Popped them out a little bit better look. Now the 2005 Buick LeSabre Custom kept basically everything stock. The only real upgrade is I took the wheels off of the blue one and put them on this one. Overall, this one wasn't in horrible shape. It just needed a new front end put on the driver's side. Here's the Gold's interior. As you can see, it's got beautiful cloth interior. Detailed this one, came out really nice. Look at that custom wood piece there to fill in the gap. Back seat, just as nice. Again, cloth, looks extremely well. There's the headliner clips that I installed. And on the blue one, also a very clean cloth interior. I have not had a chance to detail this one yet, but still looking very good already. Back seat, same thing. Still very clean, no stains, looks great. And again, the roof clip. Now on the engines where things get a little bit different, I completely rebuilt the top end of this engine. New intake manifold, new plugs, new coils, new valve covers, well, redone valve covers. As you can see, a lot more new stuff. Here's the other one. Didn't do much besides change fluid. It's filthy, it's dirty. I'm not too worried about it. It runs great. The real big change here between the two is obviously the wheels and tires. These came off of the blue one. They were in great shape, so I wanted to reuse them. I got these wheels off of a Chevy Equinox in the junkyard, and they fit great. As you can see, the front end's 3 different colors. Well, I guess it's just 2 different colors, but the car itself is 3 different colors. I plan on getting that painted soon. The gold one was in better shape, but he had driven it into a ditch, into a culvert, and then into a barbed wired fence. The paint is bad here, but the body panels overall were in good shape. The only thing that really needed attention was the front bumper because it was completely off. Now the gold one is being sold this Saturday. The company my brother works for is actually buying it. So I will still get to see this car, but it will be gone, which is why I'm making this video. This one, sticking with me for now. I plan on it just being my little fun toy car, basically. Still got to paint it, Still need to put some new shocks in the back. A couple other little small things, but I wanted to make a comparison video while I still had both of them here with me.